As we continue here on Drivenology, the deeper we analyze the 2025 extreme widebody Jeep Wrangler concept, the more it becomes clear that this machine was designed to completely redefine how people think about the Wrangler platform. For decades, the Jeep Wrangler has been associated with adventure, trails, mud, and off-road exploration. But this concept proves that the same rugged DNA can also be transformed into an aggressive street machine that looks ready to dominate the asphalt just as easily as it could conquer rough terrain. One of the most fascinating aspects of this concept is the way it blends traditional Jeep character with futuristic design elements. The engineers and designers clearly wanted to maintain the recognizable identity of the Wrangler while pushing every detail into a far more extreme direction. That balance is what makes this concept so exciting. It still feels like a Wrangler at its core, but every line and every surface looks like it has evolved into something far more powerful and dramatic. Take the stance of the vehicle, for example. The widened track combined with the enormous wheels gives the Jeep a planted posture that almost resembles a supercar rather than an off-road SUV. The wheel arches stretch outward aggressively, creating a body profile that feels muscular and dominant. When the vehicle is viewed from the front or rear, the widebody design makes it appear almost unstoppable, like a mechanical beast preparing to charge forward. The wheels themselves deserve special attention because they play a major role in the concept's personality. Massive performance wheels wrapped in ultra-wide tires provide both visual impact and functional performance benefits. The tread pattern suggests these tires are optimized more for street grip than rock crawling, reinforcing the idea that this Wrangler concept is built to perform on paved roads as much as off-road environments. Behind those giant wheels sits a high-performance braking system that looks more at home on a track-ready sports car than on a traditional SUV. Large ventilated rotors and multi-piston calipers ensure that the massive power produced by the engine can be controlled safely and effectively. Speaking of power, the rumors surrounding the engine inside this concept are nothing short of thrilling. The idea of a supercharged V8 engine producing somewhere near 700 horsepower instantly changes the entire character of the Wrangler platform. That level of performance would place this concept in an entirely different category compared to typical off-road vehicles. Imagine pressing the accelerator and feeling that enormous surge of power pushing the vehicle forward. The supercharger would deliver instant throttle response, creating explosive acceleration that transforms the driving experience into something far more intense than anyone would normally expect from a Jeep. The sound alone would likely be unforgettable. A deep, thunderous V8 roar combined with the high-pitched whine of the supercharger would create a soundtrack that echoes through city streets and tunnels. Car enthusiasts know that the emotional experience of a vehicle often comes from the sound as much as the performance itself, and this concept would certainly deliver both. But raw power is only part of the equation. Controlling that power requires advanced engineering, and that's where the drivetrain system becomes incredibly important. The all-wheel drive setup ensures that power is distributed effectively to all four wheels, maximizing traction and stability during acceleration. Torque vectoring technology could also play a role in improving cornering performance. By sending different amounts of power to individual wheels, the system can help the vehicle turn more sharply and maintain control during aggressive driving. Steering response would also be significantly upgraded compared to a traditional Wrangler. Performance-tuned steering systems provide more precise feedback, allowing the driver to feel connected to the road. This level of control is essential when dealing with a vehicle capable of producing such extreme power. The suspension setup is another key component that transforms this Wrangler into a street-focused performance machine. Adaptive suspension technology allows the vehicle to constantly adjust its damping characteristics depending on road conditions and driving style. During relaxed cruising, the suspension remains soft and comfortable, absorbing bumps and imperfections in the road. But the moment the driver switches into a more aggressive driving mode, the system stiffens up to reduce body movement and improve handling precision. This dual personality makes the concept incredibly versatile. It can behave like a comfortable luxury SUV during daily driving while instantly transforming into a high-performance machine when pushed harder. Another fascinating detail about this concept is the level of technology integrated throughout the vehicle. Modern concept cars often act as showcases for future innovations, and the extreme widebody Wrangler is no exception. The cabin features a large digital interface that combines entertainment, navigation, and performance monitoring into one seamless system. Drivers can analyze detailed vehicle data including horsepower output, torque distribution, and suspension settings in real time. Advanced driver assistance systems also add another layer of sophistication. Features such as adaptive cruise control, lane assistance, collision detection, and intelligent braking technology help improve safety while driving. Even parking becomes easier thanks to a network of cameras placed around the vehicle. These cameras create a 360-degree view of the surroundings, allowing drivers to navigate tight urban environments with confidence despite the vehicle's wide stance. Another exciting aspect of the concept is the lighting technology. Modern LED systems allow designers to create unique visual signatures that make vehicles instantly recognizable even from a distance. The front lighting elements create a bold and futuristic appearance, while the rear LED light bar stretches across the width of the vehicle, emphasizing the widebody design. At night, this lighting system would give the Jeep an almost science fiction-like presence on the road. The glowing accents combined with the aggressive body lines create a look that feels both futuristic and intimidating. Inside the cabin, ambient lighting enhances the premium atmosphere. Subtle light strips run across the dashboard, doors, and center console, allowing occupants to customize the interior environment with different colors. This feature may seem small, but it contributes greatly to the feeling of modern luxury inside the vehicle. Another impressive feature is the audio system. High-end speakers placed strategically throughout the cabin deliver immersive sound quality. Whether listening to music during a road trip or simply enjoying the deep rumble of the engine, the audio experience becomes an important part of the overall driving environment. Comfort also plays a major role in the design of the interior. While the exterior screams aggression and performance, the cabin focuses on blending sportiness with luxury. The seats provide excellent support thanks to their deep bolsters, yet they remain comfortable enough for long journeys. Premium materials such as leather, Alcantara, and carbon fiber give the interior a refined and high-tech appearance. Passengers would likely enjoy the same level of comfort as the driver, with generous space and carefully designed seating positions that allow everyone inside to experience the thrill of the vehicle. As we continue to imagine the real-world impact of this concept, it becomes easy to picture the kind of attention it would attract wherever it goes. Pulling up to a car meet, a city street, or even a highway rest stop in a machine like this would immediately draw crowds. Enthusiasts would gather around to study every detail of the widebody design, the massive wheels, and the futuristic lighting. People who normally associate the Wrangler with off-road adventures would be surprised to see it transformed into such a bold street performance vehicle. That reaction alone is part of what makes concept cars so exciting. They challenge expectations and show us new possibilities. For Jeep enthusiasts, the extreme widebody Wrangler concept represents an alternate vision of what the iconic SUV could become if designers were allowed to push the boundaries without limitations. It's a vision of power, creativity, and fearless design. And even if this exact vehicle never enters mass production, its influence could inspire future aftermarket builds, custom projects, and even new design directions within the automotive industry. The world of car culture thrives on ideas like this. Builders, tuners, and enthusiasts constantly experiment with new ways to transform familiar vehicles into something extraordinary. This concept simply takes that philosophy and pushes it to the absolute extreme. Here on Drivenology, exploring machines like this reminds us why the automotive world remains so exciting. Every year, new ideas appear that challenge the limits of design and engineering. And sometimes those ideas turn into legendary vehicles that redefine entire categories. The 2025 Extreme Widebody Jeep Wrangler concept is exactly the kind of bold experiment that keeps car enthusiasts dreaming about what might come next. Whether it's admired for its aggressive design, its rumored supercharged power, or its futuristic technology, one thing is certain. This machine represents the ultimate evolution of the Wrangler's fearless spirit. And if a vehicle like this ever roars onto the streets, it will undoubtedly become one of the most unforgettable SUVs ever created. Here on Drivenology, we'll always be ready to explore machines that push boundaries, challenge expectations, and remind us just how thrilling the automotive world can be.